This program does not reflect the views of Media Network of Waterford. Tell you the truth, I don't even know if we have permission to be doing it.
We don't.
Look, if you have a problem with the show, feel free to contact me, a clown. Or
You can contact me, comedian Luis Valencia. But I owe too many people money, so I don't really answer my phone all the time. So just leave a message after the beep.
When he's out in the crowd, you'll find out that he's loud. He's dressed in all black and white. He's one hell of a sight. He's the disgruntled clown. And he's fooling around.
good evening. Welcome to the show. I'm the comedian, the Disgruntled Clown.
And I'm comedian Johnny Hauser.
And we want to welcome you to the show. We got a great show lined up for you tonight. We have a comedian guest. They'll be here in a little while.
Excited.
Mr. Kevin Zeoli.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's very funny.
Yep, very funny. Long time coming on bringing him on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We held off as long as we could.
I know. He
Now
wears you down.
He keeps calling and calling and calling.
He even started calling me
Yeah.
after I told him I had no power.
Power.
I think he's just lonely. I don't know.
I don't know. You know what we should have done was we should, from now on, give Luis's phone number.
Right? Oh, we're not doing that?
No.
I've been doing that for 3 weeks.
Okay.
That's,
Well,
yeah.
Maybe I need to start doing that. Giving Luis a number. So if you want to be booked on the show, contact Luis Valencia. All right, for all scheduling. As far as that.
And at all hours. Like, he'll take your
Oh,
call
that's
no
true.
matter what. It
You
doesn't
got to
matter.
try to catch him.
Yeah.
He works different hours.
Yeah.
So 3 o'clock in the morning is not uncommon for him to be up.
I'm sure I've heard him say that 4:30 a.m. on a Tuesday is the best time.
I'm
certain that has come out of
that,
his
and
mouth.
I think Friday
Yeah.
about 12 o'clock noon.
Can you still call collect? Because I know he likes
Oh
that.
yeah,
too.
that's
a
true.
good one. You'll
Only
get
if
right
you're
through.
in prison.
That's right.
Only if you're in prison.
If you want to get to the top of the line, tell them
That's
that you're
it.
calling from a correctional facility.
They put you right through.
Yeah, right.
Definitely. Matter of fact, there's the alarm now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. He's got calls. He's got
Definitely.
calls stacking up already.
Oh, well, it's October. It's
Indeed it
October,
is.
finally my favorite month.
Fall is here.
And yep, that's true. Fall's here now. And we got a lot of stuff going on in October.
We do.
We got some stuff going on too.
We do.
And Luis has got some stuff going on. And
Yeah. It's
there's
getting
appear-
busy again. It's
There's
nice.
appearances. That's it. Yeah. We got our shots too.
Yes.
And I'm not afraid to say I got my shot.
Me either.
I look at it this way. If I catch that other variance, at least they can put up a good fight.
Yeah. And to that point, I think you heard last week's episode. I wasn't able to make it.
That's
Luckily,
true.
I did not catch it, but caution was the
That's
better
true.
part of valor on that.
We
I
didn't
think.
tell everyone that.
No.
No, we told them. Luis made up some story
Yeah.
about
No. Yeah. I had
you were
a.
off somewhere.
I had a close COVID encounter, but also being vaccinated, I knew I was
Yeah,
safe.
but you also,
I didn't wanna-
you also performed a couple of dates too.
I did. Yep.
know,
Yeah,
as
I was
far
out
as
on the
I
road
know.
as well. Yeah, but I don't want to risk anybody else's safety, so I thought it'd be better just to keep it safe.
That's true. So we got Halloween. Mm-hmm. We've got us on the road.
Yep.
We've got. I'm actually going down south.
Yeah.
To see my mom.
Oh,
As
nice.
far as that, yeah.
October's
Shout
a good
out to
month
mom.
for them
Hey, mom. You can say hello to your.
Oh, hey, mom. Yeah, she's still out there somewhere too.
We still have moms.
Yeah. Hi, mom.
Now your father's still alive too, right?
He is. Yep. As of this morning, last I checked. Yeah, he's still with
Yeah.
us also. Yeah.
I'm coming up on the anniversary of my father passing. It's one of the reasons I'm going down too.
Oh, to see
You know,
the family.
to pay respect
Sure.
and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The COVID thing was going on at the whole time, and I got sick and was had caught the COVID.
Yeah.
And when he had passed, so now we're going to go on down
Yeah.
as far as that. And Luis is going to be doing some stuff.
Yeah.
And
Everybody's getting back out there.
yeah,
It's
everybody.
nice.
Yeah, it's going
nice.
going good. Well, we had a bit of bad news here in the last couple days too.
Yeah, unfortunately, a wonderful young lady by the name of Michelle Green. She's actually the wife of one of our friends, comedian Mike Green. She was very well loved in the comedy community, known by a lot of us, and unfortunately, she recently, her battle with cancer for the last several years came to an end, and she did pass away. So we would like to take a moment of silence in her memory to honor her. As I said, she was very well liked in the comedy community, and so we're just going to take a quick moment of silence for her right now. Michelle Green, we miss you. Thank you so much. And as I said, she was a very well-loved member of the community. Mike and his family are having a rough time, so we'd also like to ask all of you to send your thoughts and prayers out
Yeah,
to
you
them.
got to keep those prayers.
Keep them in your prayers.
In your prayers, yeah, definitely. That's a hard one there.
It is. It is a hard one. She was
Yeah.
she was a wonderful lady. She really was.
Yeah. All right, so I think what we need to get to now is let's get to Defender.
Absolutely.
Defender of freedom. Defender of the First Amendment. What? What did you say?
I don't know. I don't even see anybody over there. I don't know who you're talking to. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's wearing a green shirt, so
Luis
I can't even
Luis
see him.
is off camera. Luis is off camera, poking and
Our
pointing
intern
stuff.
is over there bothering us for some
He's
reason. I don't know
pointing
what's
and
going
stuff.
on. Well, yeah, let's do that. Let's recognize a great
let's-
American hero.
Let's definitely, let's do that. This month's Defender of the First Amendment is a United States Marine,
Hoorah!
Chief Warrant Officer Mickey Allen Simons.
Simons. I think that's Simons. Yeah.
Yep,
it's
Simons.
spelled.
He was July 1990.
Ooh.
Oh wait, to March 2017.
Wow.
He
So
put-
that's
he-
27 years.
Yeah, he put his time in.
That is some time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He,
Thank you.
he actually at one point was a contracting pay officer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was in charge of getting people their money.
Money, yeah,
Awesome.
definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
now he's working on a new stage behind us, it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, I don't know if that's coming through or not, but they're making us a like state-of-the-art studio.
Oh, yeah.
So if you hear the
Pioneer,
construction.
there's construction
Yeah.
workers.
And the best part is we're in a high school, so they're doing it for free.
right.
And it's great. Free labor.
Yeah. But yeah, we want to give a salute definitely to Chief Warrant
Warrant
Officer Mickey Simon. Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah. Thanks for doing the deed, man.
Multiple decades.
Oh yeah, yeah. He put his time in.
Sure did.
Yeah, but you know what? You know he's got to be one of those Marines.
Oh, yeah, right.
you know.
His garage is always open.
27.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, garage is always open.
Some noises
Oh, yeah.
like this is probably coming
Oh, yeah,
out of there
yeah,
all
yeah.
the time. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know there's Marine insignias
Flags everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably flags from other countries
Right.
he's conquered.
Yeah, he's probably got like Hamburger Hill or something in the
Yeah.
VCR just on and rewind.
Did you know there's a unit called Clowns?
in the
A Marine
a
unit
Marine
called
unit
Clowns.
called the Clowns?
Yep, the
Yeah.
Clowns. You know what it stands for?
I can only venture a guess.
Clandestine Liberators of Wimpy Nations.
Oh. So are those like the people that get sent in to?
No, they're my heroes.
Oh, well, yeah,
They
absolutely.
are.
They're effective.
To the clowns.
Yeah, right. The clowns that are actually making a difference in this world.
That's
We
it.
Salute
That's
you.
it. I about got us all arrested a little while ago.
Yeah, that was. We are really in a high school.
Yeah,
That's not a joke.
we're actually filming in a studio that's located in a high school. And in the process of doing this, I got out of the van.
Which it sets a beautiful scene.
Scene.
It's a big conversion
Conversion
van,
van,
and then a
right.
clown
Right,
rolls
and,
out.
and all of us get out of it. Luis, a Mexican.
Yeah.
Johnny, as white as
And
you
my
can
man
get.
bun, like, you
Okay,
know.
with
that's-
his man bun.
Yeah.
And then I step out. Well, apparently the students looking out the window freaked. You know, you see a 7'1" clown step out. Well, it only took us maybe 10 minutes of being here before the local deputy showed up.
Yeah, like a full-on cop, not
Yeah,
security
yeah, not
guard.
security
like,
guard.
yeah, just the local
Real
police.
McCoy showed up and wanted to know what was going on.
Yeah. And I gotta praise the responsibility of the kids, because like they've obviously been taught if you see something, say something. 'Cause it literally took 10 minutes
Yeah,
for
yeah.
us being on campus, and the authorities were here. So the children of this high school, you are well protected.
But here's
You're
the
like, yeah,
Took them 10 minutes.
yeah, it did take them 10 minutes.
Took
Like,
them 10 minutes to get
yeah,
here.
there could have been a lot of shenanigans.
That's
in
right.
that time.
I could have done a lot of stuff.
My favorite part, though, was at the end of the interaction after the clown explained who he was. And he's like, hey, man, that's funny. You want to take a picture? And the cop was like, no! Just busted out
True.
as fast as
Just
he
walked out. Hey, you want to get a picture? No, as he's walking away.
Yeah, that was great. You have a lot of pull around here.
Yeah. Celebrity has its privileges.
It truly does.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was a good
As far
one.
as that.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So let's keep this moving along.
Let's do it.
Now for the comedy forecast with Luis Valencia.
Take it away, Luis.
Thank you, Johnny. That's right. It's time for your monthly comedy forecast, and I'm your comedy advisor, Luis Valencia. So we're going to start off here on the week of October 7th through 9th. In Grand Rapids at Dr. Grins, we have Shane Torres. The same week in Waterford, Michigan at One Night Stands is Tanya Lee Davis. And in Royal Oak at Comedy Castle, it is Gianmarco Solesi. All right, that's going to be great. If you're in the area, check those out. The following week, October 14th through 16th, in Dr. Grins in Grand Rapids, again, we have Pat McGann. In Waterford will be Quinn Dahl, and Mike Malone will be in the Comedy Castle that same weekend of the 14th through 16th. Now, following the week after that, we have Mark Normand in Grand Rapids. We have Sal D'Amelio going in One Night Stands in Waterford. And then Dave Dyer at the Comedy Castle. He's a Grand Rapids native. All right, so the following week after that, for Halloween, we have Adam Deggy, a good friend of mine in Grand Rapids there at Dr. Grins. Mike Armstrong is in Waterford, and then Nate Craig will be in Royal Oak. So if you guys are going to be in the area, those will be great to check out. And next, we actually have the comedy forecast in North Carolina. October 23rd will be at the Salty Dog, is actually your own clown with John Hauser. They'll be at the Salty Dog in Sneed's Ferry, Salty Hog in Sneed's Ferry, North Carolina. And in Rocky Mount that next day, they will be, again, the clown and Johnny Hauser will be in Rocky Mount. So if you guys are going to be in those areas around those dates, you want to check out some comedy, I suggest you check out those places. And that is your comedy forecast for the month of October. Back to you, clown.
Thanks, Luis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce our guest today.
Very excited.
Yeah, does clubs and colleges all over the country. Just got done doing his stuff out in Vegas, and we got him here finally. It's only taken a year to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Kevin Zeoli.
Thank you guys for being here. So it's nice in here. It's comfortable in the studio. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's like porridge in here. It's perfect. Just want to say it's been an interesting year, and everything's been fun and then not fun. But I do want to talk for a moment about a friend of mine who just came in, and it's about immigration. And I know I have some friends that's a real touchy subject now in America. But I have a friend who just came over from Pakistan. He became a really good friend of mine. And let me tell you something about people that come from another country. You have to give them some grace. They have to learn the language. So allow them to do that, but there are some things that are going to throw you off. The dialect will throw you off. Because now my friend is a Pakistani American, very proud of that, very proud for him, and he actually works in a convenience party store. But he also works in the bulletproof cubicle, which if you're not familiar with what that is, it's bank teller glass. It goes all the way around the cash register. Sort of looks like a people aquarium. I'm not kidding. I got a little messed up one night. I was tapping on the glass. My other buddy was like, dude, you're going to mess up his ears. Now, you know what? If you don't laugh at that right now, then you've never tapped on a fish tank before. So, but he's a very wonderful guy. It's very interesting. The way he talks, this is where I'm talking about, where it's not the dialect that you're used to hearing. Because as I was getting ready to leave this store the other day, I got my hand on the door, and this is what I hear behind me. He's like, hey, buddy. Before you go, do you want some herpes kisses? I was like, first of all, I don't think you're saying that right. And secondly, no, I don't want any herpes kisses. So we're working on that. So give people grace. Let them learn the dialect a little bit. And, so enjoy that. I have been blessed to have raised my daughter on my own. I'm very, very, very proud of that. I'll tell you some great stories. When my daughter was young, I think she learned how how to manipulate me a little bit. And I'll give you a good example. I'm not the spanking dad. I don't believe in the spanking, maybe because I got spanked a whole lot. I don't know. But I just don't believe in the spanking. I remember one night she was like, Dad, and I know she had been up too late. I told her she had to go. She had to get to bed. So she went to bed. And then a little while later, she yells out, she's like, Dad, can you bring me a glass of water? And I said, no, honey, I told you to go to bed. You've already had your water. You've had everything you need. Go to bed. Then about a half hour later, she was like, Dad, can I have a glass of water? I said, no, I told you before. You can lay down and go to bed and go to sleep. Now, the third time she asked, I figured, well, this time I'm going to threaten her maybe with a little bit of a spanking. So I said to her, she says, Dad, can you bring me a glass of water? I said, no. I said, but if I have to tell you again, I'm going to come in there and spank your bottom. Ooh. Now I'm thinking I've got this solved. So about a good half hour goes by. I don't hear anything. I think I got this, right? Just the threat of it. And then all of a sudden I hear a little voice in the bedroom. She's like, Dad, when you come in to spank my bottom, will you bring me a glass of water? So I realized she's learned how to manipulate me. But now she's older, and I'm very pleased with that. She's off to college. She came home earlier during the COVID spring break thing there. And she asked me, or she brought a friend of hers with her. So her friend walked in, and I know he was trying to relate to me. So he's like, yo, Mr. Zeoli. Now, my name is Zeoli, but I'm going to let that one slide. So he's trying to relate to me, and this is what he says. He says, yo, Mr. Zeoli, what you think about Lil Wayne? I'm like, I like a downpour every once in a while. Maybe sprinkles? I don't know. So he was trying to do that and relate to me. I understand. He seems like a good guy. I hope it works out with him. I know a little bit because I'm from a big family. And she just has herself, and that's it. But I'm from a big family, and one of the things there's a couple things you should know about being from a big family. We had 8 kids in our family, big Italian family, and here's what happened. The one thing, the good and bad in it is the suffering, the bads are in the bad. The big family have to participate in the hand-me-down program. Now, this normally makes an economical sense, and if I had 8 kids, I would pass clothes down to my kids and make them pass it down to the next generation or the next person. But here's my thought. I don't think that my parents looked at the structuring of my family. And I'll give you a great example. I had 5 older brothers, but for the hand-me-down program, I had 2 sisters right above me. Yeah, you can only look so cool as a guy wearing a big yellow I Love Chachi t-shirt and a training bra, man. So I did learn some things. Here's the cool part. Being the youngest kid in the family is that I learned that you can see how the other kids get reprimanded for certain things. I will never forget when all 5 of my older brothers got caught smoking cigarettes. Now, my dad, being a military drill sergeant father, that's true, he was an Army drill sergeant father, my dad's remedy to this was to lock them all in the station wagon, roll up all the windows, and he made them smoke a whole carton of cigarettes. Yeah. Now, I saw that, and that's when I took up pot smoking. I remember telling my dad, I'm like, hey, Dad, it's time for another lesson. He's like, I'll get the Twinkies. I'll meet you in the car. Roll up the windows. So it was kind of an event for my father as well. So I would like to talk for a moment about some of the things that are going on with me in particular. Along with raising my daughter, I'm also very proud to be doing this job, traveling all around the country, meeting a lot of people. Recently, I was in a big theater in West Virginia, so it was like the studio here, but it was a theater. And I remember there was a guy there, and I started talking about the South, which I guess you don't want to talk about in the big theater in West Virginia. You also don't want to open your show by kicking open the door to the stage and saying, hey, West Virginia, 4 million people, only 2 last names, you know. So I was thinking, they'll never do the math. So, and that's when somebody said to me, a guy stood up and he said, hey, man, you don't know crap about the South. And I said, you know what, Cooter? I don't know crap about the South. But I do believe the South must have been built on an auto body shop. And he's like, oh, yeah? Well, why is that? I said, because every conversation down here, somebody's either fixing or wrecking to do something. I go, I'm not kidding. Watch, there's somebody down there now going, I'm fixing to go to the store. His buddy's like, I'll wreck it. I'll go with you. So traveling's nice. I always enjoy traveling. I'm not big on the airplanes. Just because I don't like air, I just don't like air travel too much. But I do think that if I was a pilot on a plane, I would get very bored. Because when you think about it, it's a long flight, you don't have much to look at, clouds, the sky. I know me, and I know how creative my mind would get. I would be more like somewhere in the middle of the flight, you might hear this from me as your pilot. You might hear like, attention, ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking. I need you to put your tray tables up and buckle in. I'm going to try something I saw in a cartoon one time. You know, I think I'm going to tie the plane in a knot. Yeah, we're going to have some fun with that. So, but yeah, I do think my proudest moment is raising my daughter. I'm very proud of that, and I think that it's always important. Don't lose control of your emotions in front of your children, especially in road rage situations, because that's when we usually lose it. We lose our stuff. So here's my thought. Don't lose control of your situations. And that happened to me one time. I had this guy. He was right in my behind. Okay, he was on the back of my car, and a little too close for a little too long. Now, I knew I was going to get upset. So as soon as he came around, I gave him the finger. Not this one, but take your choices. I gave him that. And I look over, and my little 5-year-old daughter is giving him the finger too. And I told her, as a dad, I'm like, honey, you can't do that. And she's like, Dad, what did we do? I'm like, we just wished him a happy day, right? Not the right answer, but a quick, stupid guy answer. So, but now what we did is we remedied that. So now what we do is we blow, or after that, rather, I imagine she still blows kisses. We just blow kisses. And you guys should do that, because here's what'll happen. If you blow kisses, it really pisses off the road rage people, man. And I'm telling you right now, we did it. We worked on it. It didn't happen for the longest time. And then finally, lo and behold, one day, it does happen. And I see the guy's on my behind a little too close. And I know he's coming around. So I look over at my daughter. I go, are you ready? She goes, yeah. I go, you ready? She goes, yeah. As soon as the guy comes by, we both look over and we blow him a kiss. I go, now see, isn't that better? And she said, yeah, he just wished us a happy day. I was like, so that's what it does. Thank you, guys. It's been fun to be here, and I appreciate you listening to all the silliness of this overdone comic that's non-essential, labeled by the government. So take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. I love you, people. Goodbye.
Wow, Kevin, great set.
Good
man.
stuff.
Thank you.
Great set. And you know, Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny and I go way back.
It's been a while, man. It's been too long. It's really great seeing you again,
I
my
knew
friend.
John back when he was a chick. That's how long.
That was a while
He's
ago.
still got the bun.
Yeah.
He's still got the bun.
That's
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah.
It's very fashionista.
That's his new thing.
I grew that
think-
pandemic flow that
Yeah,
you're talking
the
about.
pandemic,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what that is.
The pandemic growth.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I never got
It's
a
funny.
pandemic growth.
Wow. So we've been trying to get you on here. Just took so damn long.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure, man. I love what you do here. This is amazing. I've watched.
We've been having fun with it. It's come a long way. We got us a Mexican, you know.
Oh yeah, it's
We don't own him. Like he's agreed to work with us.
That is a Mexican restaurant. That was a Mexican restaurant I would go to. Come to Luis Valencia.
Valencia.
Valencia,
Yeah, but
yeah.
he
The
can't
land
cook.
of Valencia.
Unless it's
I bet
unless
he
there's a bong and some pot
Wow.
in it.
Why do you say that like
Yeah.
that's not a good way to cook?
Well, I just
Like,
say
how do
Luis
you
is our
chef?
resident. Look here, I'm a little outdated in my marijuana. I mean, I became a dad and stopped all that crap. But now I've gone back to gummies.
Yeah.
Because Luis introduced me to them. Mm-hmm. Okay. And he's like an expert on all these different brand names.
Yeah.
Of stuff. I mean, who makes up the names?
I
I want to
love it.
know who.
The guy that goes like this, like,
Yeah.
yeah, fruity pooties. Let's do that.
I've never had more fun than a couple weeks ago when I smoked the Holy Spirit.
Oh,
Like
wow.
that way.
Really?
That's
That's
what the
funny.
strain was called.
See,
I
this
smoked
is
something called Feces Pieces. That was not
Oh
good.
no,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
skunky. Was it
It was
skunky?
skunky.
A little skunky.
Tasted like shit.
Tasted like shit.
It did. I quit, but now I don't smoke. I simply do the edibles. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Although I realized the other day, like I'm doing too many edibles. Because now every time I fart, it smells like weed.
yeah.
And then I realized the other day, I got to either shit or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Oh, I see
That's
what
all.
you did.
That's right. It's a good play on words.
It is a good one. I like a good pun.
Yeah, but he went a long
Very
way.
funny.
Yeah.
Went a long way around his ass to get to it.
was
Hey man,
great.
it's important. My dad always said if
people
you're gonna
love
do a job, you might as well wipe well.
That's
like
it, yeah.
something like that. I
So,
don't
yeah,
know.
it makes sense.
So you got some dates coming up where you're running around with some famous people,
Somewhat,
and then you're taping. You're doing a taping, right?
Local famous people, yeah. I'll be taping on Sunday in Lincoln Park, man. So it's going to be a really nice crowd.
Are
It's
those the
already
famous
sold
people
out.
or the location?
Not the famous people. They open for me now.
Oh, they open for you now. Okay,
That's
all
what
right.
they
As
do.
well they should.
No, I'll be in Lincoln Park. But I'm looking forward to that sold-out show for a great organization, the Eagles organization there in Lincoln Park.
Wonderful.
I am going to record because I always find that, and I don't know how you guys feel, but I always find that those crowds are a little more giving. They're a little more into that because I think it means more to them.
Yeah.
It's $25 a ticket.
Did you
Yeah.
say it's an
They're
Eagles
coming-
club?
It's
Yeah.
an Eagles, yeah.
They're drunk.
That
That
Have
never
you ever
hurts.
seen the way them old boys drink?
Right.
Oh
Well, and
my God,
the
yeah.
Eagles
And
was
for
founded
what?
by performers,
Yeah.
too,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
entertainers.
Yep,
So
yep.
yeah, that's a great place to perform.
And of course they drink. It's like a bottle of Bud is like 52 cents.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
Give me a case.
I don't know why everybody isn't a member.
I mean, there's nothing.
exactly.
There's nothing like getting drunk on
And you know
2
what's
ounce
funny?
Dixie cups. You
Right,
know?
and
Oh,
it's
yeah,
old
yeah, there
guys.
you go. That's
I don't understand why young guys who like drinking beer, they should be signing up for the Eagles clubs.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
so they have their membership to go in because of how cheap the beer is.
Yeah.
Everything, really.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
the
it's
liquor
like-
too.
Still the food, and the food's always delicious.
That's true.
Man,
The
so-
places that do fruit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them don't open their.
I
kitchens.
learned I can carry 5 ounce Dixie cups by being in an Eagles. home with it. It's like that because there's those little plastic
more
cups.
Dixie cups.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
That's your nickname in the Eagles Club, isn't
Dixie
it?
cups?
Hey,
Yeah, I do. Johnny
hey,
Dixie cups.
Johnny.
Only when I go south of like the Mason-Dixon line, then I
J-
become Johnny Dixie cups.
You're JDC.
JDC.
Yeah, that's it.
Not to be confused with TDC.
TDC,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
so
yeah.
there's a big difference there.
Yeah. Well, before you got here, we had a little excitement.
What happened? What
The
happened?
cops came after me.
Legit.
Did they really?
Yeah.
The students reported
The
a clown on
students reporting,
campus.
and you wanted to sit in the parking lot.
Yeah, they reported
They
a
saw me
suspicious
through the
clown.
window when we pulled up,
We were
and Johnny and Luis got out and went to come in. Well, I was out there still getting ready, doing stuff.
Right.
And I get out, and there's a whole window full of kids looking at me. So I go, hey.
A window full of kids watching
Yep.
a clown get out of a windowless van.
Man, right.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There's
Yeah,
a van.
like that.
Right.
You're in a van.
So I just walk in, no big deal, and we come in and we get ready and set up to start shooting. And all of a sudden, the director goes, "Hey, hold up, you're in trouble."
He's in trouble.
We're like, "What do you mean I'm in trouble?"
Yeah.
Here comes the cop through the door.
Not a security
Oh my
guard,
God.
a
Not a
police
security
officer
guard,
of the
a
city
real
of
police
Waterford.
officer.
Yeah.
So
City.
you went through the high school, or you just did it here and they saw you?
we were just in the lot.
We're in the back,
Wow,
just like
yeah,
you did.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you're
Well-
a high school student, you're looking at everything out the window. You're never paying attention to the class, you know.
It's probably why they didn't even think about me taking off my trench coat. That didn't even matter.
Yeah,
I put
yeah.
my pants on. I'm like,
Yeah,
let's
there's
go in
there's
now.
a clown.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well,
it's another
the
clown.
clown wasn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
This guy's
And then
That guy-
and
that
he
guy
was,
brought the horn.
and that cop was not impressed by his celebrity
no,
status
not
at
at
all. It
Oh
was
no,
great.
yeah, I
no.
bet not.
Oh
I
no!
bet not.
And he was a young cop too.
Yeah.
And all I said to him was, he goes, "You really are a clown." I go, "Yeah." I go, "How you doing?" I go, He goes, "All right, so everything's good here." I go, "Yeah." Then I said, just out of my normal, "Hey, but do you want to get a picture together?" And he's walking that way, and Johnny just loses it because the cop's walking off, and all you hear is.
Nope. Like, I mean, he
Yeah,
was not
dude.
casually strolling away. Like the minute he got asked, he's like, "I'm getting the hell out of here."
Yeah, I'm not having anything to do with this.
He may have had a fear of clowns. I'll tell you one thing, man.
That phobia,
when,
yeah.
He probably did.
when the COVID hit and everybody was wearing the mask, I immediately bought a mask with a clown face on it. It's got the smile, got the big nose and stuff. You would not believe how many people that I would just be walking through the grocery store. They'll be like,
Hello?
and they move away. Yeah, I mean, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I would not
obviously, yeah.
Well,
you know. but-
That's why I had this mask, and I love wearing it because, like, when I would walk around, people will come up and comment that they really like it.
Oh, that's
every
funny,
day,
yeah.
every single. I love your mask, and for 43 years on this planet, no one's ever stopped me and
You know
been
how
like,
long
"I
you've
love
been
your
talking
face."
about that mask? Since he got it. Since he
Yeah,
got it,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's the best.
That Homer Simpson mask, I swear to God, I know he's taking dates out.
Yeah.
And,
do you have a
and,
Homer?
and
do
put
you have
it
a Homer
on.
Simpson voice?
Not. I can't really do Homer. I can do Ralph really well. My cat's breath smells like cat food.
Yeah, you got my face on.
Oh, dough! Like I can do the. Everybody can do the dough, but yeah.
Yeah, you got my Marge. He's got my face on.
But yeah, couldn't believe it. But he's got to figure a way to pull it out every show, too.
Yeah.
You're talking about the mask still,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah,
I was gonna say that's
that's a different
ironically,
show that I do.
That's
where
how
we,
I am
yeah.
with the trench coat.
Yeah, we have a whole spot for that.
Now, do you have a website?
That's funny. I am on Facebook, man. I'm
Facebook.
getting my website.
Kevin Zeoli on Facebook.
My website's going to be reconstructed. It should be under.
His
big- well,
website's reconstructed.
it's getting reconstructed.
I thought that was the
No,
www
big- It should be under bigfreaksexmonkey.com.
Oh, yeah.
BigFreakSexMonkey.com.
I wondered what happened to that website.
They're on bumper
Yeah, that's
stickers.
the one. Well, it got shut down because apparently there was a clown outside of a high school.
Yeah,
And
that's.
everybody said, "Oh, Big Freak Sex."
I'll be on the
Oh.
6 o'clock.
They're gonna lose
Yeah,
their
you will.
funding. Like I can't wait to hear
you
that
will.
story. but,
Karen
like,
Carter will be going. There's a clown.
Clown assault in Waterford. Let's go live.
Yeah.
Timmy.
Oh,
That's funny. I'd have ride up here on the little motorcycle too.
yeah.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Remember, if you're ever attacked by a group of vicious clowns,
Oh,
always go for the juggler.
that's nothing
It's
like a
Norm
good old
Macdonald.
vaudeville.
Why?
movie.
It's
Oh, yeah, that's a Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
When I
must
worked
I
with-
be
honor of
forced
Norm.
I
Yeah.
worked with Norm years
to
ago.
deal
and
with
that's-
this? Every
That
time,
is a
every
joke.
time.
I
Just
love
can't
that
get
joke.
away from
That
it.
is a good
I
one.
love that one.
Yeah.
And they act like I haven't heard them.
That's no. I know.
No, we
everyone's
act like
heard
you
it.
don't remember that you've
I know
heard them.
everyone's
That's-
heard it.
Keep doing it.
The story
We don't
is
care.
when I worked with Norm Macdonald, that was he goes, hey,
Name
I
dropping,
hear a good
name
joke.
dropping.
Yeah,
Hear him.
yeah, a good
Name
joke
dropping.
for you. Because it's about clowns. You're not afraid of clowns, are you? Like, what does it matter?
Right.
And then he told me that joke. I just thought it was funny as
Yeah.
That's not mine. Mine is we're dealing with a lot of flus. We just got over a lot of flu. You know what you think about it, the vaccine, whatever you take it or don't. We've destroyed a lot of flu.
We have,
You know,
yeah. I
we've
mean,
had
well, the masks
we've had
and the other social distancing.
Well, we've had the Asian flu, the Spanish flu, the chimney. We've had a bunch of different flus. So, and if you
All the
don't
way up to
have a flu-
19 of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're on 19 now.
the 19th
19th,
COVID. Yeah.
We're on
COVID,
19.
19.
First 18
I'm
were
like, what happened to the
First
19?
18, we done kicked their ass.
Somebody said it was because it was the year 2019. I'm like, I don't think so. It was
No.
2020 when it hit. So
Yeah, yeah.
They're off by a year.
I'm sure there's a conspiracy theory about how the flatness of the
No,
Earth caused it to
it
happen
was
in
19.
19. Well,
It was
Well,
going
that's
on.
right. You know what? Yeah, it
it
was.
technically
Okay.
was
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
If they're using that for the
in
reasoning for
Asia.
why it's 18,
I don't
19.
think so.
I don't think it
That
is,
is a
but
coincidence, yeah.
I'm just saying that it makes a good argument.
Yeah.
Sure.
But because it was in 19 when it was all being talked about.
Well, and-
because it was going on in August.
Yeah.
Because that leak had happened and all this.
They really didn't even start calling it COVID until later. Like, first off, it was just coronavirus. And I think the people at Corona got pissed and were like, you need to call it something else.
Yeah.
Well, they're the ones that
So
spend
now
all
they
the
got
money on
Delta.
marketing.
Yeah.
Now there's the
Because
Delta
the beer
variant.
sales went
Yeah,
down.
now they're trying to take down the airline
They try to
industry.
take it down. Yeah, wait till they go to the
Definitely.
disgruntled clown.
Right. The
that'll be-
TDC variant.
The TDC
Yeah,
variant.
yeah, nobody better.
Like, it makes a lot of noise, but it really doesn't do a lot. It's not effective. It's a
Wow.
loud variant.
I'm waiting on. You know what I'm waiting on?
Silent
A
but deadly.
hurricane.
Yeah. But I
Hurricane
grew up in
clown?
hurricane. So,
Hurricane clown.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be funny, wouldn't
Oh yeah.
it? TDC hurricane.
Yeah.
I would love to have it. I
There's
don't think
been a
there's
lot
ever
of-
been a
there's been a
Hurricane
lot of
Kevin.
stuff.
I don't think there's
Got the
ever
Marine
been.
group that are clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all.
What's the other one? The
There's some killer
there-
ones from outer space.
There was
that are
also
about-
a pilot. There was also a plane. There was a fighter plane.
What's the guys
the-
with the spinny hats? I can't remember who they are now.
Oh, the Shriners?
Shriners.
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff
Yeah.
for Shriners. I
Shriner
can't believe
clowns.
I
Yeah,
can't
there's
remember.
Shriner clowns.
There's Ronald McDonald, clown.
That's right.
Your
Yeah.
wife is,
There's
your
no.
wife-
There's no home for battered husbands.
Right? Yeah.
Did you
Is
know
it battered
that?
clowns?
McDonald's does
Yeah.
women, but there's no home for battered husbands.
No.
And nowadays, a lot of these wimpy husbands been getting their asses
No, that's
kicked.
because usually we dig it. I'm like, go ahead, beat me.
That's
Go
a
ahead."
different house where you pay
I don't
extra.
care, yeah.
they have it at McDonald.
House
Landing.
of Pan.
Is
Yeah.
that a rod? Is that a rod? You better know how to use it.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
I miss my mom.
So, okay, anywhere else you're playing?
I am, yes. Okay, so I've got that coming up this week. I'm also be in Norton Shores, which is on the west side of the state near Muskegon. Beautiful place,
Nice
beautiful area. Yeah, really nice area.
What day is that?
And I will be there Friday night. I will be doing a show at the airport/patio bar. So it's going through a name change, much like my website. And Saturday I'm doing a corporate, but that won't be it for a construction company. And then Sunday I'm doing the recording. However, the following Sunday, this is a little bit bigger news locally. 5-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty, who's become a very good friend of mine
Wow.
over the times I've known him for years, performing with him. We will be performing at the UAW 3000 in Woodhaven.
Nice.
So really good deal. That's only $15 a ticket. If you're downriver, if you happen to see this, so if you want to make the trek downriver, I think it's about a 40-minute drive. It's worth it.
Yeah, and Darren's a good guy. I've met him. We worked with him too. So.
Oh yeah, no. Anyways, I'll be doing that, and and then So anyways, I'm doing a Norm Macdonald again.
Yeah, right.
So Moth. If you ever hear the Moth joke by Norm Macdonald, that's probably one of the best.
That's a good one.
It's an
Well,
incredible.
they've been playing
It's
a lot.
sad
of them.
losing
Yeah,
him,
that's
too.
what I'm saying. You've
What
been
a
seeing
sad
a lot
guy.
lately
Very
because
young.
unfortunately lost him. Yeah.
61.
Yeah.
Another battle with cancer, unfortunately. Yeah.
And we also lost Spock.
Oh yeah, Leonard Nimoy.
They're doing the
yeah.
commercials now.
Well, Sean
Oh,
Locke,
yeah, I
the
didn't
comedian
know
Sean Locke,
Yeah.
died earlier this year
Right.
as well. Very funny British comedian. Yeah.
Which comedian? No, is that the new Spock?
No,
No, the
old
old
Leonard
Spock.
Nimoy, the original Spock.
Well, no, but I thought he died a while ago, didn't he? I thought
A year or two.
Year or two.
Yeah, it wasn't
but-
too long.
But it was they're
That's
now
good you guys are
putting it
catching
out
up.
that it was
Yeah.
because of COP.
Yeah.
CPD.
CP. COPD, yeah. Yeah, something like that.
COVD. I've
That's
had
it.
COVD.
Yeah, right.
I shared it with someone. That makes it COVD. It's COVID. I don't know.
Yeah.
Community disease.
It's
that'd
a
be
communicable
21.
disease, yeah. That'd be,
It'd
yeah.
be 21.
yeah.
COVD 21 or 69. Depends on how you got it.
Yeah, that's a
Hey,
it's a special variant.
I thought she was
Definitely.
21.
Well,
All
that's
right.
awesome, man. Congrats. It's nice to see we're all getting
Yeah,
back out
good
on
deal.
stages again.
Dude, I've
Glad
been
to see
busy.
you're out there
I've been-
going.
yeah, I've been busy, man.
We got a great show lined up for next month too. Got a little surprise guest coming in.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Nice.
Definitely. Next month, right here on the Disgruntled Clown Show, is going to be Mr. Bob Phillips,
Bob Phillips.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Bob the Suit.
Yes,
Yeah.
the suit.
Iron Man.
Yeah, right?
Great,
Yeah,
great
Bob's a good
story
guy.
about Bob Phillips. When I was featuring,
Okay.
yeah. Okay,
How quick of
anyway.
a story is it?
It's just really quick. I was
How
featuring-
quick?
It was all right, not that quick.
Yeah.
So we'll skip it. We'll
Yeah,
save it for
Fair
another
enough.
time.
You can
Fair
you can
enough then.
join
We
the
just-
bonus content for that.
We just kept going. We just kept every time he went up because he was dressed so nice. We were like, "Hey, give it up for Governor Bob Phillips. Hey, give it up for Senator Bob Phillips." That's
Yeah,
it. That's
he
it.
does look like that type of guy.
He
though.
does
does,
look like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Quality guy.
Very
Quality
good.
person.
We want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you get a chance, go to the website, thedisgruntledclownshow.com. You can also go on there and see dates where Kevin's going to be performing and all. Also, we want to thank our staff. We want to thank Luis Valencia for that comedy forecast report.
Active one this month.
And we also want to give a shout out one more time to Chief Warrant Officer Mickey Allen Simon for his service. And we want y'all tell your friends. See you next month.
When
Bye,
he comes
everybody.
to your town, he's not fooling around. And when he comes around, he'll get rid of your frown. He's the disgruntled clown.